What is up, everybody? Welcome to the 100th episode of The Feast, the Foxy Arty Party. How's it going, guys? I am here with AV Ultima. What's up, man?
Hey guys, how you doing? Good to be here.
Alright, so we gotta do a little back-end stuff getting the tournament ready. Just gotta make sure we got some last-minute check-ins. I think there's a little bit of a problem with the bot, but shouldn't be a big deal. Hopefully we can get this sorted out before. You know, I've done so many tournaments, but I've never actually organized one or, like, actually hosted it on Challenge, so hopefully I do everything right. So this is a weird event here. It was inspired by a replay that got submitted by Blue Coon and Illuminatus a couple episodes ago, where they played only with artillery cannon, and I decided to expand on that idea and do a very fast-paced, like, mainly best-of-one tournament for the 100th episode with Fox, Falcon, artillery, and turrets only. And I've tested it some, and it's actually really fun. So it should be pretty good. I'm excited. It's going to make for some really weird games for sure, but it's actually pretty tactical and challenging. I've had a lot of fun playing with it a little bit today.
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities here for like crazy positioning using the artillery and then like staggering your foxes so they don't clump up and shoot the same thing and just waste your shots. It's both fun and surprisingly tactical.
So, giving it just a few more minutes, I wish I didn't have to, like, I think the only way on challenge, like, if I say, like, start the tournament, anyone who didn't check in is not going to be able to play. So, let me see real quick if I can take a look at who hasn't checked in. Give me 1 second, guys. So how you been doing, AV? Good to have you back, man.
Oh yeah. What a tournament to come back on though.
So it looks like Airlu, Massive Stealth, this guy, and Heartseed haven't checked in. So
Hey, we got timetables to fill here. This is a serious tournament.
yeah, this is one of the most serious events ever. No, in all honesty, this is just silly fun. We do have a $20 Steam gift card prize pool on the table, courtesy of me and Massive Stealth. So shout out to him for helping me with that. I don't think these guys are on. We might just have to start without them. No big deal. It's pretty common. Get a couple more signups and people actually showing up. You know, I mean, things happen, and you know, sometimes you sign up for something and then you get plans or something interrupts you actually being able to participate and you got to cancel. So yeah, there is a prize for this nonsense, P-Boop. You're supposed to be helping me get everything together here. Yeah, the bot I don't think is working, guys. If you're following along in the tournament channel. Alright, so we're going to get started. Got a couple of guys who didn't hit the check-in, but no big deal. So let me hit proceed check-in results. Check-ins were processed. Alright, and then I think I can shuffle the brackets.
Oh, did Masta not check in? Was he planning on playing?
Yeah, I think so, but I think he just couldn't make it. No big deal. I don't think he's online at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, brackets are live. Bam.
And I'll imagine we're going to be streaming every single game since they are best of one up until the finals where it's a best of three.
So we're actually going to, I thought about that, but some of these games can last a little bit longer. I think with the Falcons, that kind of helps the stalemate that could possibly happen. But for the sake of time, since a lot of the players here are European, we're going to do one match from round one match from round two, both the semis and the grand finals. So the aim is to keep this pretty short and sweet. And I'm contacting the players who are going to be up to stream. So I'm excited, man. I think this is going to be fun. I had a blast. I played about 10 matches of this format earlier. So So I had a lot of fun doing it. I apologize, I'm a little distracted trying to organize here in the back end.
Oh no, yeah, it's a lot of work for sure, even with fewer players. And it's your first time, right?
It is.
Crazy, like, add a left field maybe idea, right? If Eel's watching, like, so we have playlists for ranked, right? Imagine, like, I don't know, a set playlist like this, where it gives you a deck and you get matched up with players who also has this other deck. I don't know. Might get people to fill those playlists that are less competitive, but still getting people to get on the game and play.
Oh, true. Good point. Premium. Let me, real quick, show the bracket. So here's what we're looking at here. Round 1, we've got Jace and Mocha, and Melvin and Lego Man, and then it looks like everybody else is seated for round 2. So we can go ahead and start round 1. It's just going to be 2 quick matches. And no, I guess this is just the way that the bracket's shuffled. So if you're not in round 1, just wait until round 2 starts. But round 1 should be pretty fast. Should only take a few minutes here. And we can get underway. So let me adjust the scores here. So we're going to have Mochaccino versus Jace for the first map. And just waiting on those players to hop on in. And we shall get started here shortly. Okay, so let me see here. Okay, so Jace should be on the way, and
there he is.
There's Jace. So we're waiting on Mocha to get here, and we shall get started. Hey, what's up, Curb Kid? Good to see you, man. Yeah, dude, I still do this every once in a while. I try to do like Friday nights, stream for a couple hours. We're doing a really weird event here, guys, to celebrate the 100th episode. Fox, Falcon, Turret, Artillery Cannon, little mini tournament only. And we're about to get started here, just waiting on one of the players. Just waiting on Mochaccino to get here, and we will get going. Alrighty, there he is. Cool. Okay, so... Oh, wait. I gotta adjust the match options here. Oh, no. Sorry, guys. I should have done that already. There we go. I was just busy. Yeah, I apologize. I've been a little flustered here as we got started. We were trying to run everything through the Pocket bot, but it just glitched out, unfortunately. So need to change some settings real quick. Bam, there we go. All right, now we're ready. Okay, match number 1 here. Starting out, we got Mochaccino versus Jace. Fox, Artillery, Turret, Falcon only. And looks like we're ready to hop into it. Okay, spawning on the left, we've got Mochaccino, and his opponent to the right, Jace. Alright, now Mochaccino and Jace both helped me kind of test this a little bit earlier today, and I think they might have even continued just playing some games because they're having fun with it. So I kind of expect these guys to know what they're doing a little bit, so interesting to see what they've figured out so far. And surprisingly, a lot of people haven't been going up to straight 8 farms doing this weird stuff, like trying to take a fast proxy mill has been pretty popular, and this is a nice map for this kind of thing. We want a lot of mills, a lot of area to expand territory, and try to start throwing down aggressive artillery cannons and that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's going to require the players to really keep up their scouting because the mills are set to plentiful, and you got to keep watch on what the player is doing. Where are they going to try to set up like Mocha right here, sort of peeking up.
Yeah,
got a nice base up here.
Yeah, one thing that I think is kind of cool about this is since the artillery has a longer range than it does vision, that allows for some interesting play if your scouting is not completely up to snuff. You know, you can sneak down an artillery that might be in the range of an opponent's, but they just can't quite see it. So Jace is going to open up with some Falcons here, and Mochaccino is going to go straight for the Fox, and I ended up putting in Falcons to the mix at the last minute because without them, the games had the possibility to kind of stalemate out. But this is what you got to worry about if you're opening up with a very fast Falcon here is, you know, somebody can just get that quick Fox and then start shooting those Falcons down, no problem.
Now remind me, in a case where, I don't know, it's Fox versus Fox, you were saying stalemate, is that because they shoot at the same time and end up just wiping both each other out at the same time?
Well, it could stalemate without the Falcons just because once you set up all the defense, it can be really awkward to actually push in and kill your opponent, if that makes sense, when they're kind of hunkered down with all the artillery and stuff. So I feel like the Falcons give it a good opportunity for the player who's got the economic lead to go ahead and get in and finish up. And Jace is going to try to get in with these Falcons before the Fox is up, but again, this is what I'm a little bit worried about with the fast Falcon opening is this didn't get a whole lot done, and now the Fox is almost here.
He probably had an opportunity to attack the farms from the south while the
Fox
was building.
That would have been a nice move. Both players just macroing up a little bit here. And one thing, too, I noticed is the turrets, the cabins won't attack the turrets since they're structures, so you can do this kind of thing even without units to clear those out. I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, that's very handy, actually. Now there's this moment where Jace doesn't have a Fox, so he's going to be using those turrets heavily just to keep that keep Mocha's Fox out of his farms and to keep his Falcons as safe as possible. Otherwise, he's going to be draining a lot of money if those things get hit.
Yeah, both players
sees that little stairway to the southwest base.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome to sneak a Fox in, and both players really setting up a lot of eco here. The artillery is really good to break your opponent's positions when they've built like just a crazy amount of turrets, you know, since they do have that advantageous range. And, you know, this is kind of funny. A lot of the games I tested earlier were very scrappy and cutthroat, but these players are giving us a nice show here, starting off with a very heavy eco game. Lots and lots of turrets from Jace. I'm surprised he hasn't thrown down his own Fox just yet. It should be coming up now. Yeah, there it is.
Ooh, and selling his Falcons to get that extra money.
Three Foxes. All right, that's one way to do it. All right, Mocha kind of expanding out here. He's not completely covered, but I like this two turrets here. You know, the Fox can kind of run by one turret and kind of be okay about it, but the two turrets will really DPS that down pretty quickly. But Mocha does see the triple Fox coming out of Jace now and is going to go up to his own triple Fox. So this is a pretty crazy match. This is exactly the kind of thing I was hoping we would see here. I'm a little surprised there hasn't been a ton of aggression yet, but eventually it is going to happen because the players are going to start slowly moving closer and closer towards one another. You know, it is a little bit stressful since the format is best of one. You know, so you kind of got one life here, right? So I think both players are being a little bit subtle because of that.
This gives me a very tower defense feel because you're continually going back and forth between your turrets and considering, should I sell this and move up, or do I just get rid of it and cut my losses for more units? There's a lot of structure tactics going on right now. Ooh, wow, very hefty defense push of Mocha here. If Jace saw that, he could have potentially ran by, but it's getting close now. Actually taking control of this middle mill before Mocha, so that's going to be huge, actually. An opportunity for Mocha to take this mill and then, yep, set up that artillery.
Yeah, the artillery is what's really going to drive the aggression here. That additional range. They're practically like siege units in this matchup. You know, that's what you use to start knocking down all the turrets of your opponent. This is actually really fun. I mean, again, I tested around 10 games of this format, and we never got to a situation like this where it was just very, very big macro openings from both sides. A lot of the games that I played, you know, we were kind of trying to like sneak a mill against each other and throw down an Arty next to the opponent's main base. You know what I mean? Look at this triple Fox here from Jace. Slowly building up the Falcons. And we're getting more and more eco out of Mochaccino here. And another thing too is you know, the Falcons are kind of a nice money dump. Because you start, you know, both these players are really just farming up incredibly. And we're about at that point I was talking about earlier where, you know, the battle lines are drawing closer and closer to one another. Ooh, this artillery is not quite protected. These Foxes come in to clean up these Falcons, though. And a little bit of an engagement coming out here. One thing, too, I thought was pretty cool is the Falcons can soak hits for your Fox. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Is there also a moment where the commander might soak a shot if you happen to pull him in first?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
A bit of a moment to take an advantage there.
Get the opponent's Fox on a little bit of a cooldown. So yours hits first. That definitely could be a nice strategy as well.
Though you also risk potentially losing your commander if you just get nuked down really quick.
Okay, we're getting into some big Falcon armies here. Mochaccino dumping all that extra resource into more and more Falcons. Kind of being a little bit lightweight on the turrets here. It's going to start crashing in with these Falcons. And Jace is built so many turrets. If Mocha can just find positions where Jace doesn't have as much defense, he might be able to just crash through and just end this. But Jace is actually defending really nicely. That turret front line doing a great job for his Foxes.
Ooh, depending how this goes, there's an opportunity. There are these like precarious campsites to the north and south that could be the potential for a proxy artillery. So Mocha's moving up to destroy this, and that's probably what we might see.
Yeah, once he gets his campfire on the high ground, he might be able to set up an artillery cannon up there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And start sieging down on that turret front. And both players with really strong economies, but I feel like Jace has got to make something happen here because he's not able to get an additional base up quite yet. But look at this, Jace coming through the backside, getting a lot of damage done. Mochaccino forced to retreat, but he's kind of wiggling around the middle of the map, being a little bit indecisive. Jace is going to come on in to all the economy here.
Wow, I think Mocha was trying to look for a back flank, but there was just too many structures in the way to go for that. Now we just get ending up in a base race situation. And I think Mocha wins this because well, actually, it's going to take a while. If they all just keep trading and buying up the bases.
So if, well, Mocha's got a lot more Falcons at the moment, so I think this might end up advantageous for him. Because eventually you're probably going to go home and try to clean up the opponent's army. Because like you said, they can start buying up bases. But you will run out of food eventually, and Mochaccino's got no food left. Jace has a huge income remaining. You know, maybe he could buy a base and then just throw down a ton of turrets to defend it from the Falcons.
I like that Mocha left the Foxes on the Warren just in case more spawn. They immediately die.
Oh, that's super smart.
A bit scary if Jace happens to catch out the Falcons, and that's a lot of snipes if Kasha's not nearby. But he brings them back together.
Yeah, I actually like that a lot, and Jace even has a couple Foxes about to pop out right now. These few turrets in the middle really just shredded through all of Jace's Foxes. This is so silly, man. This is exactly what I wanted. I hope the players are having fun. I know when we were testing, I think we were having a lot of fun, so this is a pretty interesting match to start things off, but maybe Mochaccino is actually going to come back and just clean everything up now. I think Jace just lost too much to these few turrets here in the middle. Could never quite get rid of those. But Jace has so much money in the bank, like you said. Now he can start forcing Mocha to play whack-a-mole. But no, I think he actually gets eliminated there. And Mochaccino wins the first match. Okay, so let me do some scoreboard updating here. So I can just report Mochaccino as the winner. Nicely done. Okay, and then I think Snitch said that he beat Ziggy in round 2. Didn't quite want to start round 2 yet, but that is all right. No reason not to get that game knocked out. Which means we've got Mocha versus Hapsu next, I believe. Oh god. Yeah, welcome to Dell's silly tournament to celebrate the 100th episode. Exactly.
Did Hapsu DQ?
So I see in challenge, he's like crossed out, but we can actually keep him anyways, I think. Let me see. Sorry guys, I hope you're enjoying the silliness here. Is Melvin and Lego done? Okay, so it looks like Melvin beat Lego Man in round 1 there, so I'll go ahead and update that. Bams. Okay, all right. So let's get the Gentleman versus Marmu. If they haven't started yet. Oh, they already played. Okay.
Oh, the Gentleman versus Marmu already played?
Yeah. Yeah, I think they started round 2 early. So, bam. Okay. So, what do we got left here? That means we've got season 1. Let's do season 1 player and Melvin Fro to be casted. Let me see if I can get them.
In these games, already I can tell there's a bit of a rock, paper, scissors dynamic. The structures counter the foxes, foxes counter the falcons, falcons can't counter the structures.
Yeah, so it's like the turret beats the fox, the Arty beats the turret, and the falcon beats the Arty, and the fox beats the falcon. You know what I mean? So it's
even more of a square, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
In space.
All right. So I apologize, guys. I know I'm not doing the best hosting here. Just trying to get everything behind the scenes going since we had a little bit of a hiccup at the last minute. But that's nothing we aren't used to in Tooth and Tail tournaments. Something always goes wrong.
100 shows, Delthius? You're not a pro at this yet?
I know, man. It's crazy. So, all right, we've got season 1 player versus Melvin Fro coming up next. And I gotta update these names. And of course, my scoreboard assistant wasn't working either today, so I had to make a bunch of quick text in OBS, but that's no big deal.
It's always something.
Yes, sir. We'll just call them Pigeon Rush. That's what they're going by here. All right, we got another match going. This is going not so bad. All right, so we're in round 2 here. We're gonna go to the semifinals next. So in the bottom, we've got Melvin Fro, fresh off a win, and up top, their opponent, Pigeon Rush. And this map, look at the linearity of the mills in between the 2 bases.
I don't know. I know about the same amount of mills, but the space to run around has just been cut down by a third. Actually, there's no doubt going to be some very small battle lines drawn here, and I wouldn't be surprised if some players opt to sneak some things in through the water. And this is pretty great, too, having all this water around, because you don't really have the pigeons to potentially heal your tier 3, but now the water can be used in certain cases here.
Yeah, I actually used the water quite a bit to heal up my fox, like in between engagements earlier when I was playing this format. So let's see what is going to happen here. Oh yeah, I was going to check and see if Pigeon Rush just got seeded into the second round, or if they beat somebody. Yeah, okay. So they started in the second round here. Melvin hot off the win against Lego Man. So has a little bit of a warm up here. And gonna go ahead and get that fast expo. And maybe try to get a fresh Arty out. One thing that was rough is if, like, Melvin tries to take the space he's kind of standing right next to, then Pigeon Rush can just throw a turret right down to stop it. But if he actually tried to do that after the Falcons got thrown down, maybe he could have stopped it because he would have either forced the sell on the Warren or a very late turret. Okay, so Melvin Fro putting that turret up, gonna deny this mill, and Pigeon Rush is already starting to get a little bit contained, gonna have to sell that off. And this is where, in Pigeon's position, you really need to get an Arty up, you know, defensively, just to start preventing yourself from getting contained. Getting a little bit of lag, hopefully that clears up. No.
Oh no.
That's a lot of lag. Rip. F in chat, boys.
Oh.
Oh, that was a good map, too. T-Seed.
Yeah, no doubt would have been a huge difference in playstyle considering the very small even choke there.
Of course, whatever can go wrong will go wrong, right?
Wow, full DC.
Yeah, man.
Are you still in the Discord?
Trying to contact them now. So yeah, so this is gonna be short and sweet. We've got we're gonna be approaching the semis pretty shortly. Let me see if I can pull back up the bracket real quick. So we had Mochaccino win against Jace in round 1. Melvin beat Lego. The gentleman knocked out Marmu and is waiting for the winner of this match to play in the semis. Meanwhile, it looks like Mochaccino is gonna play against Snetch in the semis as well. And that's kind of where we're standing. Pretty short and sweet event here. What do we do with Pigeon Rush? That is a good question. If they don't get back to me on Discord in just a couple minutes, I guess we're just gonna have to move on. Yeah, okay, Mochaccino's playing Hapsu. Yeah, that makes sense. I think I can update the score too to say Hapsu won. So that shouldn't be a big deal. Okay. Alright, Hapsu 2 days in a multiplayer. Welcome, man. Good to have you here. This is a pretty crazy event. This isn't how we normally do things. Just trying to have a little bit of fun here. Let's see. Can I switch to another match? I don't think so. Okay.
Wow, so it looks like this might have been just a full internet disconnection. Is he not active on the Discord?
Yeah, they're on in the Discord. Oh yeah, now they're not. Yeah, so I think they just disconnected totally.
Wow.
So I think what we're gonna do is hop into. Hop into the next match, and we're gonna go ahead and give Melvin the win here. So let me just get Gent in the chat or into the match here. I'm gonna go ahead and just give Melvin the win.
Melvin with a decisive victory.
Oh, dude, it was a stomp there, easy peasy. So let me submit. Oh wait, hang on. Let me go. Melvin won that. Bam. Okay. All right, so we're gonna cast Melvin Fro versus the gentleman next. And all right. This one should be a good match here. Apologize for all the hiccups today. But it is what it is. Unfortunately, we had the we had the bot not work. We had a few non-check-ins. We had the DC. So far so good. But in the bottom we've got the gentleman, and up top Melvin Fro. Okay. Let's see what's going on with this one. Lots of gristmills here, but interestingly enough, like kind of off to the sides. Not a whole lot in the center to really engage the opponent with. Like maybe the gentleman can set up some defense up here on the high ground and start splitting off the map. But yeah, it's kind of weird not having that like center mill, you know, where that double high ground is, for example.
Yeah, in the last 2 maps, and shortly, in that last one, a lot of the mills were in the very least almost touching distance from each other. You build one and the territory sort of split, but here it's a bit more open to where these players want to set up camp in terms of striking another mill. It looks like it's mainly going to be maybe unit versus unit rather than structure v structure.
Yeah, Melvin can still get a nice artillery cannon like positioned here in the middle of the map, maybe to use like fall back with the Fox, but let's see how they want to play it out here. Both players going up to 8 farms. I have seen some people doing some like pre-8 farm, try to get out some really fast Falcons or like a proxy mill or something like that. But so far, eco openings for both sides.
If anything, if Melvin takes either of these 2 western mills, he's got an opportunity to sort of cut off the gentleman from the rest. He just has, these 5 or 6 potential resource spots to the gentleman's 2 on his side of the map, but opts to go for his closest here. Though a bit scary, it's next to a lot of high ground here.
Gentleman getting that quick Fox, and again, this is what worries me about the fast Falcons here. Melvin Fro does scout it so he can adjust accordingly, and he's just going to go ahead and keep his Falcons and get his own Fox going. Yeah, they're selling the Falcons actually to kind of reset his money, maybe to get up some more farms here, perhaps.
Hopefully he doesn't get blocked here, because those Falcons and the Fox come out at the same time could cause a lot of red to happen.
I think he'll be okay. Surprisingly enough, it's Gent who gets blocked here, and he goes ahead and sells off one of the turrets. And look at this, Melvin throwing down an artillery cannon, getting a little bit aggressive here.
What a reach. Wow. And if he ends up setting this up, he's really splitting the map in his favor.
Yeah, I'm surprised he waited so long to throw down turrets, though, because Gent's turret's just going to be able to deny this completely. He's going to have to sell it all off and go back home here.
Smart reaction. Good scouting.
And both Foxes are on the way. Gentleman's going to get his up a little bit faster, and now he's getting his artillery cannon positioned here aggressively to try to defend everything. And now Melvin's going to try to do the same to Gent, but Gent's got some Falcons here to try to deny that turret placement. So far, this is looking pretty good for the gentleman.
Oh, that was a bit awkward. Melvin had put a turret at the top of that little high ground leading to his main base, and he couldn't get back up, so he had to sell it. Wow, now Gentleman's taking the advantage here, and now Melvin's in a bit of a... Yeah, now he's using this high ground to his advantage.
Nice snipe there from the Gent. Artillery almost set up for both sides defensively, though. So far, I think Gent's in a good spot, but Melvin's definitely still in this.
Yeah, if anything, Melvin still has that opportunity to just secure that western side of the map if he wants to.
Yeah,
get 2 mills at once.
Yeah, gonna go ahead and grab those mills for the extra territory, get a little bit of defense thrown down there, and get things moving. All right, so building up a couple more Falcons. Gentleman wants to come in here and deny this, I think, if possible. He's got a little bit of an opportunity before this gets up, but the turret here and the Falcons on Fox on defense is gonna be able to push this back.
That turret just barely out of range of that 1-tier high ground. So we had to step down for a bit, but showed him on the map. No farms over on that other mill. Looks like he decided to just abandon it. Just a poor position based on that high ground. Smart move in general.
Ooh, is that in range to hit the
Ooh,
other
that's
artillery? Looks like it's super close, but maybe not. Oh, Melvin should totally pounce in here and try and deny this from coming up. Really want to be careful not to lose these Foxes. And again, with Gentleman having more Falcons to kind of buffer for his Fox, he's able to defend that. And if Gent gets this artillery up, that's huge.
Yeah, it looks like every time he pushes his commander into the range, it fires. The AoE doesn't...
Ooh. Big plays
Fox
there for Gent. Actually tightening up a lot of that there. So now, yeah, that's what I was talking about with the range here. This is actually... Is it in range to hit that other Arty, or is it like 1 pixel too far away? But doesn't matter.
Yeah, 1 tile it seems. No Foxes to counter his own Falcons. Tough.
Yeah, Gentleman's starting to push through. But Melvin's got an okay economy at home. Well, actually not compared to the Gent, man. Gent's rocking 18 farms at this point.
Yeah, he has a great base setup here. All of his structures are near each other, so he's able to hop back, put some farms down while keeping up his micro here on the front lines.
All right, the next Fox is almost here for Melvin. Gentleman working on Fox number 2 and 16 farms. Lots of Falcons getting built in the sky. Melvin doesn't have enough economy left. Oh wait, Gentleman's commander just went down. This is a good opportunity for Melvin to come back into the game. He's knocking out Gentleman's army completely there. That's exactly what he needed. Now he needs to get some economic damage done. Maybe he can run around this defense through the water. Oh my god, is this the Melvin comeback?
Wow. Gentleman's next Fox is out, ready to counter this.
So much damage is getting done here for Melvin, but his Fox goes down. Nice shot there from Gent. Oh my gosh. Okay, nice defense. And the question is, can Melvin stabilize from here, or is Gent just going to snowball in? You know, Melvin cut back on the defense so much this game. There's really nothing here to stop this army of Gent from coming in and getting that sweet bacon.
Yeah, it's scary. Melvin's Fox isn't coming out for some time now. It's not even halfway done yet, but the Gentleman's Fox is low. He could end up losing it just out of nowhere.
Yeah, lots of, you know, get a little bit too close to a Falcon with that burst damage, but so many Falcons in the air to buffer. Once this Fox does come out for Melvin, it looks like the Gentleman is gonna take this and advance up into the Grand Finals. Nicely played. Okay, so we've got Mochaccino versus Snetch next, I believe. So congrats to the gents. I think if he's, did he beat Hapsu? Let me take a look here. Yeah, I think he got Hapsu there. So we need Mochaccino versus Snetch.
What's this?
Gent needs to hop out, and so we can do Mochaccino versus Snetch real quick for the other semifinal. Let me just rally up these players here. And yeah, I mean, this went quick. I'm glad. We had a couple of hiccups getting things going, but it seems like everything's smoothing out here as we only have a few more matches left. But I did want this to be fast because you know, a lot of the player base here is European, and I know it's very, very late over there. So I appreciate everybody hanging out and playing these silly games for us. We only got a few left here. This is the other semifinals of Mochaccino versus Snetch. Got to update this scoreboard manually. And then after this, the winner will fight the Gentleman in the grand finals here. So on the left, we've got Mochaccino, and on the right, Snetch. And let me just update the scoreboard real quick. And Mochaccino playing pretty good, man. I think he kind of understands this format. I think he was having some fun with it earlier. So curious to see what Snetch can bring out here. Now, this is exactly the kind of map I want to see for this kind of crazy nonsense. You know, plenty of gristmills everywhere. There's definitely opportunity to play this in any direction, you know what I mean? It's a little bit unlike the last map where it was like, well, gristmills are a bit too far apart to do any kind of crazy proxies, and yeah, here we go, Mocha. Gonna try it.
When you have the smaller choke point maps, it becomes very clear where obviously the structures are going to go. But in these very open maps, you really got to pick and choose where you want to spend that, you know, that 60 food, that 180 food for those really expensive stuff.
All right, Snetch sees the gristmill building and decides to go into Falcons. I think he might have been able to get a turret up in time, but it's a little bit too late now since the mill is actually here. Mochaccino looking to be very aggressive. Is he going to throw out an artillery right away? It looks like it, and then maybe try to defend it with a couple turrets. So this is the kind of thing that I expected a little bit more. That's why I was a little surprised we had that like big, huge macro game in the first match we casted, you know? Like, this is the kind of dirty nonsense you would expect in this kind of comp.
If he brings his Falcon over, is it possible that the right side of that artillery is not fully covered?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, like if he snuck down.
Or is he just going to
got the right angle? But I don't think... Yeah, he's got to try to get down into this corner and shoot it from... Yeah, now... Yeah, you... No, yeah, he's got it!
Wait, he's got a spot for it.
Yeah, yep, you just got to keep it right there.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, no!
Loses the commander, but it doesn't matter. He's able to deny the artillery. Big win. Losing a Falcon there is a little unfortunate, but some nice value. Shuts down the rush from Mochaccino.
That's excellent. This is where he goes to the main base of Mocha, right?
I'm sorry?
This is where he goes to the main base of Mocha.
Oh, true. He does have a couple Falcons. He could just try to put the aggression on. I don't think you want to really try to knock those turrets out with the Falcons, you know. You need a really high number, I think, to really get in there and pierce it. But I agree, man. I think the right play here is for Snetch to just march across the map and hit that soft underbelly of Mochaccino's main base.
Snetch trying to go for that huge scout, but has yet to spot that fox in the back there. Oh wait, it's not a fox. That's a Falcon.
Oh yeah, an artillery. But Mochaccino was able to sell off his turrets beforehand, and Mocha's not messing around, just trying to get up to a bunch of Falcons here to get back into this. Yeah, I was gonna say the fox from Snetch though will definitely shut that down, and I'm really surprised. I thought Mocha was about to just straight up win it there, but Snetch is fighting back. Now he's got the opportunity to be aggressive. Oh, Mochaccino's Tier 2 warrants down here in the corner. That's pretty crazy.
It's opting for a crazy flank, though, if another Falcon happens to pop here.
Gets a couple Falcons. He can engage this. Oh, man, but is Mocha actually going to win the 1v2? He is. Wow.
Wow, he left his Falcons behind when they were so weak from the pigs.
Yeah. Yeah, if Snetch had him, like, grouped up and both of them attacked Mochaccino's Falcon at the same time, he might have been able to take it.
Okay, he sold that warren in the south.
Oh, some people in the chat were talking about taking some cabin damage, too, while he was flying over. That is rough. But the Foxes are almost here. All right, this has turned into a cool match. I like this one. He needs to be careful. Mocha's got really good micro. He's actually one of the better players in the scene at the moment. So his control is very, very good. Snetch needs to be careful not to lose his commander. Getting super low and takes an engagement on the turrets. And Mochaccino's going to clean that up nicely. Both Foxes on the board here now, though.
Yeah, it looks like he tried to go for those turrets and potentially take out the Fox one before it came out, but committing a lot of Foxes there against two turrets is pretty tough. Not a Fox.
Oh, are they going to
trade? Oh.
I thought it was going to be a trade too, but Mochaccino with the Falcons there cleans it up.
That's huge. And he's putting it in the water before he pushes in. Smart.
Mochaccino grabbing another base. We have hit that 5-minute mark, so economies are getting a little bit low here. This is rough. I think Mocha's in a really good spot, but I don't think Snetch is dead quite yet. I think he's got like one more life, you know, and he's building up to a nice flock of falcons here. Maybe he's just planning on taking a hard engage when he gets his next fox out.
Yeah, really anything could swing these games. If Mochaccino ends up mismicroing the fox into all those falcons, that's an easy push for Snetch. As you said, hit that 5-minute mark, and we're pretty low on money at the moment.
Mocha's main base is pretty wide open as well, and Snetch has actually got the better army, but he might not realize it. You know, very minimal defense at the moment for both sides, which really leaves the gates open, you know, for some of this fox aggression. And Snetch is thinking about moving out here. Gonna kind of poke in.
It's so scary to poke with these armies because the fox is so fast. Retreating with those falcons is hard to do in this situation. Oh, bringing his fox over. Ooh, and getting one pick off. But it's kind of scary. It's his whole army versus that one.
Yeah, needs to be careful. Bringing that fox too far forward. You actually kind of want the falcons to absorb the hits if possible. Oh no, he loses commander! But Mocha actually doesn't get in and focus fire down the fox. Snetch is able to retreat, but he's going to lose everything anyways.
Oh, no.
This might be too much damage. Mochaccino's going to march across the map, and there's no static defense here to defend against this. So he's getting right up on all the production. And man, Snetch put on a really good performance, but I think Mochaccino is going to take this, and we're going to have a Mocha versus Gent Grand Finals. All the pigs getting knocked out here. And let's see if Snetch is gonna try to do something. He's gonna have to sell off his fox, but I think at this point, Mochaccino just needs to go home, you know, spend a little bit of money and reinforce and come in and knock him out. Yeah, I think Mocha realizes that that the end is nigh. Realizes Snetch doesn't have a whole lot left, but a couple falcons and a couple turrets. That poor pig just dies right when it gets spawned.
Wasn't long for life.
And Snetch is now starving out. He should be tapping here shortly. If not, Mocha can finish this off momentarily. The fleet of falcons is going to come clean up the rest of these turrets here. And that is going to be it. Looks like we're going to have Mochaccino versus Gent. And in the grand finals, we're actually going to do a best of 3 here. But still very fast. I'm glad how fast this was. Because I think Mocha and Gent are both European. So I know it's like midnight or 1 o'clock over there for them. So I know they want to get things done quickly. So hitting the grand finals within an hour is not too bad. And GG, nicely done. I was actually really impressed by Snetch here. I think he put up a nice performance.
And potentially could have just taken it all with that larger army, losing that commander there.
Yeah, losing the commander, one of the most tilting things in the game. So, grats to Mocha. Now we're in the grand finals here. So we'll have Mocha versus Gent. Grand finals, best of 3. Good luck, have fun. They know what's up. They're ready to roll. And let me update this scoreboard. Bam. All right. Oh, wait. Now we actually need the score buttons here. Fancy.
Whoa.
I know. Now it's 0-0. In the bottom, we've got the gentleman. And to left, we've got Mochaccino. And look at this map.
What a wall.
Oh, Mocha's Brazilian. Interesting.
This is really something to behold, I gotta say.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I just noticed that. Mochaccino. Oh no, that's on the gentleman's side here. Alright, how are you going to play against that? That is hilarious. I think he's just got to start maybe up in like the 12 o'clock position. In these like 4 square mills maybe. And
yeah,
try
he's
to...
definitely got to take an aggressive position.
Try to grab one of these and put his foot down, you know?
Yeah, though if the gentleman does like heavy commit way up here to the south, there's a potential that if Mocha has a bunch of falcons, he can sort of fly them over if the gent doesn't put turrets on his high ground here just outside his base. I guess we'll see. And yeah, look at that, Mocha going straight that aggressive take just so he doesn't get pushed out of this game.
Yeah, I think that's really smart by Mocha. And I like the positioning of that gristmill too. He didn't get too greedy and try to build like the one gentleman is taking, for example, you know, one that's in your opponent's territory so they could just like turret counter. But look at this, since he got it so early, he's going to be able to deny this mill from the gent here. Yeah, he's going to have to sell that off, and gent is instead going to take this 3 o'clock. Mochaccino getting aggressive, setting up that artillery already.
Oh, wow, and gent doing the same.
Yeah, I'd like to see that gent artillery maybe up here on this high ground, you know. Oh, this is smart from gent. Maybe he's just going to give up on the main base here and try to be sneaky with that secondary one. Mocha's got to realize something like that is probably what's happening, because he just doesn't see anything. There's nothing here from the gentleman.
Yeah, he's got a bit of map that he hasn't yet scouted. He should, yeah, as you said, he should know something's up once he gets back here and sees nothing. He must have a base somewhere else.
I love this play from the gentleman, just going so crazy on economy. Oh, he just missed being able to place the turret down. Yeah, I think that's why he sold those farms too, maybe to pay for that. But he's got a falcon, so that'll be able to clean up this gristmill. He's going to lose the main base of this artillery. I think that's in range of the mill. Sometimes it's hard to tell if it's quite got that extra tile or not. Oh, man, gent with the sneaky falcon.
Wow. Oh, he ends up getting obliterated by the turret as soon as it spawns.
Immediately.
Oh my gosh, and he's not able to focus fire that other turret down as it builds.
I can't believe that. That was hilarious. It's funny because the commanders have such low life, you know, at this phase in the game, that Arty just deleted them. Is the main base in range, or is it just... I think it's just out of range. Yeah, Mocha's like, come on, just hit it. Oh, wait. No, it hits it.
Wow.
All right, gent knocking down that 1 mill. Really relying... He's just saying, screw it, and building up a crazy amount of falcons here.
Luckily for the gentleman, the Mocha doesn't have any actual moving units yet, so if he plays this right, he can sort of play around Mocha as best he can, as he's doing right now.
Yeah, these turrets for Mocha are defending his artillery and not necessarily the base. I like the positioning on that tier 2. Try to get it defended by the turrets here.
Oh no. Oh wow. I'm surprised he went up there. That was gutsy.
Yeah, man. Turrets in bulk like that will definitely shred through the Falcons. You really need that artillery of your own to really bust through there. And now that some Falcons are starting to spawn for Mocha, he's going to prevent Gentleman from beating that. But now maybe Gentleman's got enough Falcons, especially with Mochaccino out of position here, to just rail through all these turrets. Ooh, Mocha's Falcon spawned just in time, though. Gent's going to have to run away for the time being.
He's got 2 to defend with Warrens on the side. Let's see how well he focused fires. Ooh. And those short bursts in between the firing makes these fights very intense.
Nice defense by Gent. And now this has kind of devolved down to Falcon versus Falcon. Good sell on that artillery. I think that was pretty smart. Not really needed since Gent isn't opting for much defense at the moment.
With 5 minutes passing by, now, even though the Gentleman lost his main, he's got this fresh expo with farms that won't run out for a few minutes now.
Yeah, and this is just turning into a Falcon bloodbath. Mocha reinforcing with those turrets made a big difference in that fight, and Mocha might actually be pushing through right here. Gonna fire down on that tier 2 Warren. Needs to focus these Falcons effectively. Sometimes it's hard to actually click them, and with the supporting fire of the pigs, gonna be able to defend that. And since Falcons have such low HP, man, that pig fire really matters.
Oh yeah, certainly. They're like really weak squirrels.
Yeah.
Considering the eco advantage of the gentleman, he doesn't mind just trading here because he's superior right now in every way, and about to be even more once these farms die out in the main.
Yeah, that was a really good point. With gentleman setting up shop in the 3 o'clock, he wasn't really affected by that 5-minute mark. Now Mocha needs to scramble to get a couple more farms up if he wants to stay ahead in this, or stay even at least in the eco game. But Gent might just have too much here. I keep saying that, but the reinforcing Falcons are able to stabilize. Very, very close.
Yeah, the unexpected burst when they spawn is... Oh, there we go.
All right, Gent takes game number 1 here. Nicely done, pretty close.
Yeah, being in a situation where you have only tier 2 in a low eco game, it's very agonizing situation. That's where those the typical tier 1s really come in handy. But on to the next game.
Okay, on the left we've got Mochaccino, and on the right the gentleman. What do you think of this one, AV?
A lot going on here. Not as open as the previous map, so it's pretty clear where certain choke points may go. But it's built in such a way where you can sneak up in some areas. Though it's very much like a donut, sort of a sidewinder kind of thing.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It seems like a lot of the action is down here in like this U shape or V shape, in the southern part of the map. But maybe there's some... Well, actually, this middle lake here is pretty closed off. There's only one entrance to it. But there could be an opportunity to like sneak your Fox, for example, up around the top arch and get to your opponent's main that way. I like this 5 o'clock mill that Gent just took here on the double high ground. That seems very, very important.
Yeah, if he's able to deny this expansion, then Mocha won't really be able to expand in that direction. It becomes sort of a... Yeah, he's making his own... Yeah, and he's going to
have to start like going clockwise around the map.
Yeah.
And he's even got that 1 o'clock cabin though that maybe he could use, gain some territory and start throwing down some structures perhaps. Quick Falcon here for the Gent. Get a couple moving units moving and grooving, and Fox for Mocha. And yeah, Gent's gonna sell that off and go for Fox instead. I think that is definitely good.
Yeah, it's a fascinating dynamic early on
Oh,
here where
Mocha
a
sold
mill
his
will
Fox.
deny another mill that's adjacent because you can just place turrets to destroy it.
Yeah, exactly. Gent's gonna eco up just on the back of a Fox so far. And Mocha's gonna see the quick Fox from the Gent. He also knows about the Expo. Both players getting all the scouting information they need. So let's see how this plays out from here. Fox is gonna hit the board here shortly. Mocha working on some Falcons as well. And no defense coming up just yet, but the nice thing is that the turrets build so quickly. You can kind of wait and, get your farms up, get your Fox out, and throw down a turret or two kind of at the last minute.
Yeah, these players must be so in tune with the timings that they just know, yeah, there's no way that a Fox or a Falcon can get to me in time. If I do spot something, I have enough time to put down those turrets, as you said. Wow.
Okay, Mocha actually selling off the Falcon for now, getting more economy. I kind of like that. In the small numbers here, the Fox is just going to beat the Falcon. But again, it is a little bit worrisome because if Gent comes in with 2 Falcons and his own Fox, he's going to have those Falcons to absorb some hits for him. Oh, and Mocha's wide open. This Fox isn't here yet, and he's really been skimping out on defense. Gonna go ahead and just start eliminating all these pigs. Mocha's Fox is coming in. Gets the first hit.
The first shot off.
Oh my god. Alright, so Gentleman getting a lot of economic damage done, but losing the Fox. Mocha's still in this for sure. A little bit greedy to not defend himself with some turrets appropriately. You know, you don't even have to go super crazy at this point. Like, this one turret from Gent, you know. Like, that looks really good. And gonna go up to double Fox, which is really nice, so you can one-shot your opponent's Fox from full HP.
Man, there was a huge opportunity for Mocha to swing clockwise to take out, to return in kind the eco damage that was done. But I guess in these sort of bigger concepts where you're not working in tier 1s, it's hard to spot those timings where, if, oh, I just destroyed my opponent's entire army, I can attempt to go kill him here. But that timing isn't being seen here.
Yeah, and Mocha didn't really abuse the window where he had a Fox and Gent didn't, you know? So, like, maybe come around the back and get some of his own damage in. And now Gent's going up to 3 base. So is Mocha, though. Mocha's going to come in and get the scout. Gent's getting set up nice and tight here with the artillery. Starting to build up more and more Falcons.
I mean, it's still undefended here clockwise.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a nice route to go for Mocha. Maybe just hang out. You know, he doesn't really need his main base anymore. He can just kind of let that fall. And if he can hunker down up here with these 3 bases, maybe he has an opportunity to forge a comeback. He's going to go ahead and grab that one as well. But I'm sure Gentleman will be sealing up this opening here shortly. Single turret for now.
Fairly safe third as well.
Okay, this is a little bit tense here. Gent with the 2 Foxes. Mocha's 2 Foxes are on the way, but the Gentleman's just ahead in a lot of regards. He's got more Falcons. He's got the artillery.
Yeah, if anything, I would have said that Mocha definitely wanted to essentially use the territory he still had at his main to try to secure this base here, this potential 4th for both players. But I think that's sort of out of the question now.
All right, Mochaccino's getting his own Falcon production going. He's got a nice economy to start catching up, but the Falcons just take a really long time to build, you know, so it's going to be a little while until he can have a comparable number to the Gentleman. But he does have a nice line of turrets here to defend, and Mocha's 3rd base doesn't have an opening. You kind of have to go through these 2 other bases to get to it, so maybe Mocha can get caught up. You know, Gent really needs to, like, maybe take this cabin here and throw down artillery to help the siege or something. Yeah, but look at how much of the map Gentleman is claiming for himself, though. His economy is just getting ridiculous here.
I think setting up in the middle here is definitely the best move for Mocha at the moment.
Yeah, it's actually really good for him that he's able to claim that spot. If he can defend it, oh, maybe... Yeah, I'd like to see him maybe come in and just poke this, like, 2 o'clock base to get Gentleman to ignore where he's building that artillery for the moment, you know?
Yeah, it definitely forced him to move over here, if anything.
But Mocha's got to come up with something, man, because... Gentleman's got access to just more bases at the moment. So if he waits too long, Gentleman will probably just spend all that money on Falcons and just get a crazy Air Force.
I know we're far from it, but Mocha has kept a star farm spot for the moment that it might happen.
Oh yeah, that's a really nice play. Anyone who's new or not sure what we mean by that is if you leave one farm open like that, you can extend your lifespan while starving by 5 minutes, essentially, because you wait until you're about to starve out, you build that farm, and then you got another 5 minutes in the game. Gentleman getting up to 30 Falcons and 4 Foxes here. Oh, Mocha! Trying to get some turrets down, trying to get some Arty down, but Gent's in position. He's going to have to pack it all up and get out of here.
Oh. He's fine. Losing your commander there is so scary.
Oh, man.
I wonder if in this situation where there's just so many Falcons, it's just better to go ham on a bunch of turrets. In the case where one player needs to, I don't know, commit to another.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the turrets are a nice last-second defense because they build so fast, you know. And as we saw in the last match, man, like, just having a couple turrets on the ground underneath the Falcons can make a big difference. And here we see Mocha. I love these just couple backline turrets, kind of like what you're talking about. If the fight starts, he can try to drag it back to that. Ooh, he's going to try to rush in on this Arty, but only moving up with the Falcons. Gentleman's going to get some pickoffs, and here we go. Here's the big engagement.
Just the Gentleman starting off with like 23 Falcons versus the 15 of Mocha, and that was a bit of a bloodbath there.
Yeah, blunder there for Mocha, and I think Gentleman's just going to take it from here. He kind of overstepped his welcome. Gentleman built up such a crazy amount of Falcons. And I think at this point, the very tired Gentleman is going to be the winner of this crazy short and sweet tournament. I don't think there's much left that Mocha can do. He taps out. So congratulations to the gent. That was a lot of fun, man. What'd you think of this crazy format?
I think it's fascinating. You know, I was mentioned before the counters on 4 points. It's a great, you know, back and forth. Yeah, very good setup of units.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun play testing it earlier. We just tried to think of something silly to do here on the feast for the celebrate the 100th episode. So I appreciate everybody who participated today. I know it was a little bit wonky getting things started out with the bot bugging up and you know, some people not checking in, but that wasn't too big of a deal. But overall, I think it went quick. You know, it was about what I wanted. It was nice and short for the European players. We knocked it out in about an hour, so that's pretty cool. And hopefully some people got some entertainment out of it. You got a little new custom game mode you can play with your buddies if you want to try something crazy rather than regular TnT. So.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, man, congrats on 100 episodes. The community is better for having you, Delthius.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. It's a lot of fun, you know. I just like to come in and hang out every now and then. There's a lot of other people that are doing a lot in the community as well. Gentlemen always making tournaments. Mochaccino taking up that role as well. Of course, Tosh is always streaming as well. We got Marmu who streams a good bit, so... thanks everybody for sticking with me, and big thanks for the community because I can't do this without replay submissions. So I do 12. Geez, is that math right or am I insane? So I typically do 12 replays an episode. This is the 100th episode, so that's 1,200 replays I've had submitted and casted.
That's some tooth and tail.
And that's not even including like the multitude of replays that I don't get to, you know, for patches coming out or just getting too many. But we've casted about 1,200 replays, guys, easily over 1,000. So thanks everybody for tuning in and trying out my not counting tournaments. That's correct. So maybe with the tournaments up to like 1,500 or something perhaps. It was a lot of fun, guys. Thanks again, everybody who participated. The gentleman won, so I will get him the Steam gift card, the 20 megabucks here, for a game of his choosing. And that's it, man. What's been anything you want to? How's your game coming, dude? Is that still in testing or?
Yes, there are things happening in the background.
Nice.
With all this stuff happening, though. Missed out on a few, you know, in-person events that I would have liked to have gone to, in fact. But things happen, you know, gotta roll with the punches.
Yes, sir.
Just like this tournament, you know?
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, you know, honestly, it went pretty smooth. We had most people check in. Everybody was in the right place at the right time. It was just a little crazy for a minute because I had to organize everything in the tournament chat while streaming. But we made it, man. I think it went pretty smooth. We kept it about an hour, which is good. That's kind of what I wanted. So, that is going to that's going to be it for tonight. I know a couple people in chat have been like, "Oh, let's cast the replays now," but I do have to go, unfortunately. However, on Sunday, I'll be casting some 21 Clues stuff at noon, I believe. AV, I don't want to put you on the spot, but you're more than welcome to join me if you have the availability.
You say Sunday?
Yes, sir.
Sunday is when I'm gonna get back in my group for D&D.
Oh, nice. We're playing tomorrow. Are you using Roll20 or?
No, we're meeting in person actually.
Nice.
At a different location, but yeah.
How many people do you have?
4 to the party, and I'm the DM.
Oh, I'm so jealous. I have 6 players now. It's too many players, man. But we're getting through it. We're all I think we hit level 9 last session. Don't tell my players, but I don't have a whole lot prepared. I might actually have to be the improving DM for tomorrow. Maybe I get some notes put together before that. Do you ever improv sessions, or are you always pretty prepared?
I would say that if you claim that you weren't an improv DM, you'd be lying.
Yeah, there's always a certain amount of it. I just finished up. We just finished up a big dungeon. It was like in a mountain, like lava devil themed. It was pretty fun. So I think we're kind of on the beach episode of the anime coming up next, anyways. You know, where they're all kind of getting back. I mean, we've been doing so much hardcore combat lately. I want to give them a chance to like role play and stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So, anyways, guys, thanks so much. 100th episode. I couldn't do it without the community. It's definitely not just me. It's all you guys who tune in and watch, submit the replays, and that kind of stuff. I mean, 1,200 replays submitted on average. That's a lot of dedication from you viewers as well. So thank you. Keep submitting more. We'll do a regular feast next Friday. I hope you guys enjoyed this silly Foxy tournament. Congratulations to the gentleman again. And play around with it, man. I mean, it's just a match mode now. Try it with your buddies. Maybe you tuned in and didn't quite get to sign up or something, man. Just play an unranked game with it, see if you like it. I had some fun with it earlier, so. But that's it, man. I think I'll wrap it up. Thanks again, AV.
Mm-hmm.
And we will catch everybody next time.
See ya.